64-bit legends. Welcome.
Legend of the game like GoldenEye, I'm more than right.
Yeah.
The perfect dark is dreams that seem to come to life. 64-bit, the shit, it's as real as it gets. We can talk sports, games, and music, take your pick. Point with the news, pull up and crack a brew. Smoke one with the crew, tune in and take a view.
Watch.
We here to raise the bar from the lowest mark. Sit your ass down and listen, it's time for the show to start.
Welcome to another episode of the 64-Bit Legends. I am Bobby Caboose. As always, looking for that hot tag is Melvin Troy.
Tagging him. Fucking
What's up,
tagging
Mel?
him. Oh, man. This is, it's that feeling. I'm in this feeling. Today's a Sunday, and I've been on vacation since Tuesday.
Yeah.
And it's that thing of, like,
Forgetting what day it is?
not even forget, because I've already been forgetting what day it is. Nothing has changed as far as that. Because of, just being stuck in the house because of coronavirus and everything. So that's already happened. So that part's done and gone. Now after being on vacation, not without any major responsibilities, you start to realize like, tomorrow I gotta go back to normal life.
Yeah.
And I gotta start like thinking.
I actually have to
I
work
gotta-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I
Like,
usually don't work Mondays. It sucks.
yeah, and it's your brain you gotta get your brain back in gear again because it's been shut off.
Yep.
And that's it's
Yeah,
kinda,
the long Thanksgiving hangover.
Yep. Oh,
The food and the beverages and whatever the fuck else we were doing.
Yeah, because the other thing is I've been dancing around being on a diet, and of course, like it's hard to be on something.
Yeah.
With Thanksgiving,
With the holidays. With any holiday.
Yeah, and I got like 2 dinners I got to go to in 2 different days. So it's not even like you pick out for one day. No, it's like I'm tempted twice.
Because even like the summer holidays, like Memorial Day, 4th of July and shit, people barbecue, so it's even hard to fucking stay on a diet. I mean, it's a little easier because you can just eat the meats and no bread or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
But it's always tough with holidays around.
Yeah, and so this weekend, my dinners were done by Friday.
Yeah.
So this weekend, I decide to all right, we're gonna go cold turkey. No pun intended. We're just gonna
Gobble gobble.
we're gonna
Better
go,
warm that turkey up.
Yeah, we're going. I started with actually cold turkey. So I went cold turkey with cold turkey. I don't
Turkey's
think
so gross. I don't like turkey.
You don't like turkey?
No, my mom makes me a ham. Well, she makes turkey, but
Ham?
like she makes ham as well because I don't like turkey.
Damn, what is this?
What, man?
What are you from Canada? Are you doing Canadian Thanksgiving?
Yeah, and
What is this?
We watch hockey instead of football.
Oh God, I didn't know this. I didn't know
Our
this.
heads split in the middle, like South Park. They call me Ike. Kyle's little brother.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it.
You know?
So I go cold turkey, and then it slowly was creeping in. The hangover yesterday was creeping in, and thank God there was that Tyson fight last night.
Yeah, we are 24 hours removed from the most anticipated fight ever.
That was pretty anticipated.
Ever.
I haven't sat for a
Ever.
pay-per-view in a long time.
And I'm not talking about the Tyson fight. I'm talking about the Jake Paul, Nate Robinson fight.
That was pretty. I will say there was a lot more action with that fight than there was with the Tyson one.
I was about to call him Nick Paul.
That's a different Paul brother altogether.
Now you see me?
Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nick Paul. Wait, don't shout out to Nick Paul. He's a...
No, I would just I'd give a toast to Nick. Hey, you know what? Let's all give a toast to Nick Paul up high in the sky, wherever he may be.
He's not dead,
out there.
I don't think.
I'm just in case he is. We'll just give a toast to him.
He's trying to be a mime.
He was a mime, and he was a nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about. Nobody, But this is just understand.
Just imagine going to high school with a kid and then finding out 10 years later that he's a mime and a magician.
Yeah, he does mime magic. You've heard of cock magic? Well, this is mime magic. It's just as deadly.
I've been working on my cock magic for a good 6 months now.
But no, the Jake Paul fight was pretty entertaining. Like, I don't like Jake Paul, but I've been in depth in like the YouTube sphere for many years.
Yeah.
I've watched him come up, him and his brother Logan, and they've done fights before.
Yeah,
but it's
this was his second one. He was technically 1-0.
Yeah, so he was like an undercard for his brother Logan Paul, who did like a big fight.
Okay.
With some other YouTuber. And so this actually got some recognition to him with a whole new audience because, it's not just a bunch of kids that were watching like they usually do. I mean, these are grown adults being like, what the fuck is a Jake Paul?
And I forgot to mention Jake Problem Child Paul. The problem child.
If they keep saying he's a fucking problem child one more time,
the problem
I'm like,
child.
What did he do? What did he do that was so crazy? I know Jake Paul. I know.
You don't know Jake Paul.
I know him. Oh, I know him. I've been watching him for a while. I've been keeping tabs on him because if someone's not keeping tabs on him, I don't know who is, and he's gonna start doing something crazy.
You know what I like to call him?
The problem child.
The problem child.
He's not. He didn't do shit. He threw a party and didn't give a fuck about COVID, and he annoyed his neighbors when he set fire.
Didn't he go to Suicide Forest or something?
No, that was his brother.
Oh, whatever.
See, that was his thing. That's the thing. His brother got in a lot more trouble, and Logan Paul, I think, is much more charismatic. He can carry on a conversation. I think if you're going to compare Paul brothers on that level of entertainment, I think he's much more entertaining. Jake Paul, I've watched him talk. He talks like he's a fucking retard. I don't know what else to say.
You know what Logan Paul isn't?
What?
He isn't the problem child.
Yeah, it's that was the worst. It's like somehow he's rebranded. Like he's like
his
some
dad
badass.
is John Ritter.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Because he's the
Dad's
problem
like
child.
Greg Paul.
Because he's the problem child.
Oh, yeah.
And his father got shot in a prune.
I don't remember the movie enough.
by what's his name?
I don't remember it.
By Kramer.
Oh,
He's friends with Kramer.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's the problem child.
I wish Kramer was out there.
He comes out to he mocked Nate Robinson from the very beginning.
He did. I give him that.
They played the "You're playing basketball."
Yeah.
I think that's by like Aaron. It's either by Aaron Carter or Lil Romeo.
I thought that was on like the Space Jam soundtrack.
Was it?
It might have been. I think so.
I know Aaron Carter's got a basketball themed song, and then I think Romeo does too. But it might have been on the Space Jam one. But anyway, he mocked him from the beginning.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's shooting fake jump shots and dribbling a fake ball and shit. If I would have had to guess, I would have guessed the exact outcome that happened. But I would have thought it would have happened in the first round. Nate Robinson he got put to sleep. He might still be sleeping in the second round. He got his fucking cock. He got his clock clean.
Yeah, well, then he got his cock cleaned after.
Yeah.
It was a whole process.
Yeah, man. He was out. He was laid the fuck out.
No, he was. He got him pretty good. And I will say, I'll give it to Jake Paul as much as that's what he needs to do. Jake Paul needs to stick to this fighting thing, because the YouTube videos, I mean, I'll have to show you some of them. You're gonna feel like your brain melted. You're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
But here's the thing. This is my prediction for the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Paul is gonna continue to fight these wannabe boxer celebrities, right? Like Nate Robinson, whoever else fucking comes in line, right? Mm-hmm. And he's gonna beat him because he's been training as a boxer, right? Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean you're a fucking boxer, though.
Right.
So he's going to get to, like, my guess is anywhere from 7 to 10-0.
Yeah.
And his ego, because you could even tell last night, like, his ego was like, I fucking knocked his ass out pretty much. Like, I'm glad he showed up for the fight and all this stuff. Like, okay, dude. Like, he's like, I'm so proud of myself. Whatever. He gets to that mark, that 7 to 10 golden range, right? Mm-hmm. He's going to have such a big head, and he's going to either challenge a real boxer or a real boxer's going to challenge him.
Yeah.
And he's going to get knocked the fuck out real quick.
Well, Logan Paul, I think Logan Paul's done 2 fights, I want to say. I think he's done
but I doubt he's fought
already
anyone with significance.
Well, no, he hasn't. But what I'm going to say is that he's already talking shit to like Mayweather.
Yeah.
Like, so it's already, I think you're right. And I don't even think it's going to take that many fights for him to start doing that shit. Because now I don't think like a Mayweather would actually take him on.
No.
But that's too beneath him.
But it's gonna be like an entry level boxer.
Yeah.
that actually knows how to box, and he's gonna fucking knock his ass out.
Right.
It doesn't matter who he is. If he's an actual boxer that has been trained as a boxer and has like he could be fucking 0-10, but if he fought all boxers, he's gonna destroy Jake Paul or Logan Paul or whoever the fuck Paul you want, Chris Paul, Nick Paul, whatever Paul. Whatever Paul they want to fight.
Paul Wall.
Yeah, Paul Wall. He's making grills for everybody.
Yeah, that's who you should take on next, is Paul Wall.
Yeah. I heard he's got a mouth like a disco ball.
I've heard that. I have heard that. There's word on the street. It's no, I don't know. I thought it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
I thought it was, if anything, it was very entertaining. Now, the Tyson portion of the fight, like that, it was interesting to watch. But I think Snoop Dogg said it best when he's like, it looks like a couple of my uncles fighting at the barbecue.
Yeah,
like,
I actually seen that meme before the fight because they shot pictures of themselves with no shirts on at the weigh-in, and it said it looks like two black uncles at the family or at the Black Thanksgiving or whatever.
Yeah,
fighting. But yeah, I think Tyson had probably 5 to 7 opportunities that he could have knocked him out, but I think they didn't want knockouts for that fight.
Well, yeah,
and we were talking about that last night.
So it wasn't. Yeah, they weren't allowed. What was the rule? They weren't allowed knockouts.
Well, the thing is what I heard beforehand is that there was going to be no ref. There was a ref.
Right.
I heard there was going to be no judges, which they had to have judges to come to the decision that it was a draw.
Right.
No knockouts, no blood. So if any of that happened, they would have just stopped the fight. But I think there was a few opportunities that Tyson could have, because Tyson dominated that fight.
Oh, yeah.
And Jones was way gassed.
Yep.
Probably after the 4th round. The second half of the fight, I mean, he was...
Well, his cardio was just, you could tell his endurance was shit compared to Tyson. Tyson, I mean, even at the end, when they're doing the interviews, like Tyson was, the way Tyson was talking was like, yeah, that was a good workout. I liked it. And fucking...
He's like...
he barely could get a word out.
Oh, it was...
Now, granted, he took a ton of body shots from him, so I mean, I'm sure that could weigh on you too. You're probably sore and shit.
I mean, I was hoping that Iron Mike Tyson would face Jake the Problem Child Paul.
I mean, maybe that's next.
I hope.
Maybe that's
we can
next.
all hope.
I mean, he would get destroyed. I think fucking what was this? What was the other guy? Roy
Jones Jr.
Yeah, Roy Jones.
Third.
Like if he would have, he would destroy Jake Paul as well.
Yeah.
Like that's a different level of fucking. I'm thinking some of those young kids that were boxing beforehand. Not even it wasn't even part of the pay-per-view. It was some other channel we were watching.
No, it was the same channel, but it was like it was before the pre-show.
Yeah, it was some other.
It was the two Mexican dudes.
Yeah, those dudes would probably kick his ass.
Oh yeah,
no problem. So, like, it's funny to see like there's it's a weird territory that Jake Paul's in where it's like. Because I'm sure he got paid out millions.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a $50 pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And how many people did you say ordered it?
I heard it like 35 million.
So
that was what I had read on Twitter, but I don't know how accurate that is.
I mean, okay, you get 35 million. I don't know how many of those viewing numbers are counting streaming and all that. So say... even 20 million buys, dude, or 1 million buys. 1 million buys is going to be $50 million made on that pay-per-view.
Right. I think it said, hold on, I'm looking at right now.
Which is fucking insane for two 50-year-olds that haven't fought. Oh. Well, Jones, I guess, fought 3 years ago or so.
So I don't know the exact. I don't have the number for the exact for the fight there, but I guess for that company Triller, whatever service that is, they have 50 million active users on a monthly basis anyway.
Oh, okay.
So so even if you took like half of that, say 25 million, which is probably conservative for that, because I mean there's a lot of people who don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck Triller is either.
Right.
But what's the math on that? Let's say 25 million by $50. I mean, that's $1.25 billion.
And I like how Triller was taking shots at TikTok too.
I don't even know why. Like, is it the same thing?
I forgot what they said.
Because TikTok is just 1 minute videos.
Right. I forget what they said. Like, but they like flash shit about TikTok and being like, basically like fucking TikTok sucks. Tune in to Triller.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that means. It's like, yeah, but TikTok doesn't put on boxing matches. So what the fuck is that? So,
Oh, man,
I'm
that was
looking at it
great.
right now. Actually, hold on. We're doing real time investigating. Triller's social video platform.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
downloading it right now. Hold on. We're gonna do this. We'll do this live on air.
We are gonna do this.
We're
live on
gonna.
air.
So we're gonna check this out. So it's downloading right now on my phone. It's installing. It's verified by Play Protect because I have Google Play for
All
my
right.
Android phone. It's all protected here. Come on, Triller.
Come on, problem child.
Triller.
But it's a thriller. No.
Yeah. Protect my private. It looks exactly like TikTok. That's what TikTok looks like. I
All
don't
right.
ever use it. Dude, it's the same fucking thing.
So it's Pepsi and Coke here. With
No
maybe a
wonder
little
they're
bit-
talking shit about TikTok because it is TikTok. It's just another.
And I wonder if it was Triller. Is Triller based in the United States?
That I don't know.
Because
I know.
remember we were watching the pre-show and there was a lot of British guys on there. There was even a
That was-
black British guy on there.
Yeah, there was. I didn't know. I was like, oh, it's just maybe there's just a lot of British people in the boxing scene, and then they have they bring on, it's like a bunch of couches, all
Yeah.
socially distant,
Right.
of course. And
It's like
they're
a studio set, like a sports studio
just
set.
kind of talking about boxing in general and the fight and blah blah blah. And then they bring out everyone has a British accent. Then they bring out one black guy. I'm assuming was a boxer as well. And I'm like, okay, well he's got a British accent. And I'm like, what is this? I have no
I mean,
idea.
it said BT on it, I believe, as well. So I don't know if it's British Thriller or what,
I don't.
or Triller or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I want to know. Now I want to know who is Triller owned by. It is a solar organic. Oh, I guess a bunch of Oh man, is Triller better than TikTok? Is a big trending question. I'm just trying to Google it. Is Triller a Chinese app? It's on TikTok. Short form video app is also Chinese owned. Okay, so this is all from China.
All right.
It's
there's no fucking difference.
yeah, it is. It's just another Chinese TikTok.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So
Glad
wait
we
a-
got to the bottom of that.
So wait a minute. So the pay-per-view, was it sponsored by Triller or was it
I have no idea.
because now I'm confused because it was just pay-per-view. I mean, we didn't pay for it.
I'm assuming it was sponsored by Triller. I don't think that was the channel.
because I thought Triller was like a boxing organization or something.
Yeah,
Or some sort of live streaming
I know the
platform.
last fight, the Tyson fight, was an unsanctioned match. It was like an exhibition.
Yeah.
So it didn't go towards because they couldn't get licensed.
Right.
And that's I think why it got pushed back on top of the COVID shit.
Okay.
So, but who the fuck knows? I don't know what the fuck Triller
Well,
is.
now that means that any of these social media fucking projects that we're working on, which we can't really talk about, but we're excited to do here soon. That's another platform we got to put these videos on now.
Yep.
Now it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
Triller.
Twitter, and now Triller. Oh God, there's just so many. Why? And it's all the same shit.
I know.
And what?
All the same shit, just a different day, just a different platform.
But I got to be on it. If Tyson's on it, I got to be on it.
Man.
I guess it's smart. I guess it's smart to have if you're going to compete, just be like, hey, we also sponsor fucking Tyson fights.
But it's also funny that at the end of the fight when they had the post fight interview,
Yeah.
Tyson basically alluded to he could have whooped his ass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was talking so much shit, and then he was like, "Oh, thank you for this fight. Thank you."
Well, that's what I meant. He treated it like a workout. Like, yeah, we should do it. We should link up on Thursday. We'll do
Yeah.
it again. It was fun. It was.
And he's like, "Roy Jones, is done."
Yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm out of this.
So
I mean, and then I liked it because Roy Jones retired in 2018.
Yeah.
and Tyson was like, "Yo, keep asking him how he feels after that. I haven't
Yeah.
done this in 15 years."
ask me. What about you don't care about me? That shit was funny. Ask me about the fight. Ask me how I'm doing. I haven't done this in 16 years.
Oh God! But no, that was. I will say I don't watch a lot of fights. That was interesting, and the fact that we have access to pay-per-view whenever we want. Don't ask how, but we do. I got to start taking advantage of that more often.
But those fights are more interesting than like a celebrity fight. When they used to have the celebrity boxing.
oh yeah, that's stupid.
Because these are like actual fighters. They might be way out of their prime.
Yeah.
But That's why, like Nate Robinson, I thought that was just comical that he tried to do it.
Yeah, no, that was smart to link those two together, especially because I think I've been hearing the Nate Robinson fucking Jake Paul thing building up for almost a year now, and I think that they were gonna set that as its own event.
Yeah,
through like YouTube or something,
and I think it would have flopped.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have flopped. It would have done well with the YouTube baked-in audience of the Paul brothers and shit. There is a baked-in couple million people that would still watch it. But I think
but nothing like I mean,
no, not
I
like
couldn't
this.
believe, like, I was going on social media while the fight was happening yesterday. I couldn't believe how many people I knew were watching this fight.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone was watching this fight.
Yeah, and it took a break off of the fact that because I haven't been streaming since Tuesday because I've been on vacation. You know, I had a little break of asking, "Are you streaming tonight? Are we streaming tonight?"
Yeah, I
no.
hear that's a hot question.
Yeah,
lately.
it's been a hot question because I have. So this is what happened. So usually I've been streaming like Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Well, Thursday is a holiday, and Friday for me is also the holiday. Right. I got multiple dinners to do. So I'm like, listen, I'll stream on Tuesday, and I kind of like melded both of what we would do on a Thursday and Friday all in one. We did a little Jackbox. I read some fan fiction that people have been writing about me. You
just got to be there.
You got to be there. You got to be there. Twitch.tv/Belvatron. You got to go there. And I said, well, maybe this weekend if I can figure it out, maybe we'll do it.
Right.
And I shouldn't have said that because then it's been just like when. And I appreciate the fact that there's people hungry for me to yell at them into a microphone. You know, while we're playing some sort of game.
They
or
need
whatever.
their leader.
I guess they do. But at the same time, it's like
they're like they're like the little green aliens in Toy Story waiting for their claw.
Yeah. Yeah. So I figured, but what I want to do is come back strong for Monday. We're not going to go into what Monday is. You got to be there.
Yeah, you got to be there. There's storylines there. 64-bit legend takeover every Monday.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, man. Well, unless it's the MWO, you got to find out.
There's a whole storyline on our social media about that.
Yeah.
It's been picking up steam though with playing Mario Kart every Monday.
It has. That's
getting new viewers.
A lot of people seem to like to play with us on that. Jackbox is of course a big game.
Everyone likes to play with us.
Yeah, everyone just like we just come. Come play.
Come play with us. You're doing it, Peter.
Yes,
you're playing with us.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm like
they outstretch your face.
Like, oh,
there you are.
There you are. He's like, this ain't pan. This is old man, grandpa man. That's how it started. And then slowly they've been I'm out there throwing in the food fight.
Yeah,
and be like, yeah, well, you're just a paramecium brain.
What's a paramecium brain? Substitute math teacher. Numb tongue or whatever.
Yeah, mung tongue.
Mung tongue. And he throws the coconut, or not the coconut, it's like a
he throws the coconut.
A cantaloupe?
No, it's a coconut.
Is it coconut?
Yeah, and then he cuts it with the sword.
Yeah.
That's I'm almost there yet. I'm not quite there with the sword yet, but I'm almost there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so eventually I'll be full on.
I can't wait till the little boys dance around the table with you.
Yeah, that's what that's the dream. The dream is to be on stream and have boys dance around with me.
This has gone in a way different direction. Oh man, we got Neverland downstairs.
Yeah, it is. Well, you know, I was thinking about it, and I'm in my 30s, and I think I am in a state of arrested development because I don't feel like I'm older than 25 at best.
Right.
I mean, I look at myself in the mirror, and then I can
my maturity level is at like a 19 at best.
Yeah. As far as maturity, I say mid-20s for myself, but I'm not beyond that. I'm right now in my 30s looking at like trying to understand like what's going to be financially smart for myself. I should have been doing this 10 years ago. Shit like that. But now
I'm like, do I trade all my Pokemon cards to pay rent, or should I just?
I've had that thought. I have a box from downstairs.
Add another Charizard.
Yeah, I actually have one. I should probably see what it's. I think I got one. I got to go check those out. That's one of the next projects I have.
Is that one of your happy thoughts?
It is a happy thought. That's what's gonna make me fly. That's what's gonna do it. And the next thing
You're just holding the Charizard in some weird little cave.
Yep.
And then just start floating.
Yep. The next thing you know, I'm gonna be downstairs, and then you're gonna see me fly up through the floor in green tights, and I'm gonna soar away. And you're gonna look out the window like that old man.
And we're gonna run. I'm gonna run after you. And you're gonna meet at some place.
You're gonna be looking out the window like that old man who lost his marbles.
Chubbs? No, his name's not Chubbs. What was his name?
I don't remember.
What the fuck is his name? Jesus. He really did lose his marbles.
And he flies away.
Yeah.
He's like, he's got a bag of the marbles, and then he just this old man just kicking his legs
into the sky.
And nobody thinks everyone's just looking out the window in wonderment, like, oh man, this is pretty cool. We should probably take a picture. What do you think? I'd be like, what is going on? Why is this old man?
Why does none of the neighbors see this shit?
Where is he going? Where is this man going? And then here's the part, because I've watched that movie so many times. We're talking about Hook, by the way, if you haven't guessed.
If you haven't caught on.
We're talking about the movie Hook. Now, I've watched that movie so many times as a kid. There was the one person I hated in that movie.
Was the old woman?
Not the original. What was it? Not the original Wendy. Not the old woman Wendy. It was the she had like some sort of housekeeper. There's a woman house, and all she would do is scream all the time. Like at the end, like the old man's flying out the window, and then she just cut to her running through the hallway, man. Ah!
Was she the one that found the dagger with the note?
Well, she was the one where Robin Williams comes back after the kidnapping. He sees that the lights are off, and then she's in a hallway. She's like, "The children were screaming! The children are screaming!" And I'm like, "Calm down, lady."
They're screaming.
These are his kids. He's not even that upset. He'll figure it out.
The best scene of that movie is like when they go to fucking Peter Pan's childhood, and he's a kid, like a baby, and he just rolls down the fucking, and he's like, "Yeah, I ran away," and I'm like, "No, your fucking carriage just fucking went down the hill, and your mom didn't come get you." Like, what bad parenting? And then Tink finds him.
Yeah.
And if you're never supposed to grow up, how does he become a baby to a little kid?
That's true. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I guess you're right. They don't really explain that.
Unless you just, stop at a certain age, at like 13 or something.
Maybe there is a cutoff.
But then how the pirates get there?
But well, I don't know.
There's so many. Well, it's supposed to be.
Story. It's supposed to be like a dream. It's from what I read part of the book as a kid, like the actual novel it was based off, and the idea was it was supposed to be a dream, and like the Captain Hook character was supposed to represent his father, and it was
because Hook tells him that like he's like when you wake up from this, and then he's like, you're not quite sleeping, but you're not awake. It's in the middle, when you're about to fall asleep,
right?
And he should have just woke up then.
Yeah,
his kids would have been in the bed.
Yeah,
that's what he ended up doing at the end anyway. He woke up outside with fucking the fucking Shmee is me. He was just fucking brooming up garbage.
Here's a little bit of a little factoid. I found this out. So you remember there was a scene in the beginning when Peter Pan Robin Williams gets to Neverland. And they get to the pirate area, and it's the big reveal of like Captain Hook.
Yeah,
and he gives a speech about like he's like, oh, some people thought I couldn't kill Peter Pan. Blah, blah. He's like gloating, but he's like, but some of you didn't believe me.
Yeah,
and then they're like, who was it? And he's like, it was you. And he pulls out like some random dude.
You.
And it's like. And then they put him in a box, and
with like alligator or like those little scorpions.
Well, by the way, so that dude wasn't a dude.
That was a woman.
That was a woman. That was the actress Glenn Close.
Yeah.
In like a beard.
Yeah.
For what reason? I don't know. I don't know why they did that. That was the only that was the only role she was in. I have no clue.
Peter was right next to her.
Yeah, well, that was a little bit of the red herring of like, oh, is he going to call out Peter Pan? And it's like, oh, no, it's just this random dude. But why? I don't understand. Why go through the hassle of getting like at that point in time in the 90s, that she was like an A-list fucking celebrity actress. Why get her dressed up like a dude just to throw in a box with scorpions and say, okay, well, that's just a show. Captain Hook's not a nice guy. Like, it was so weird.
Maybe it was so they could lift her. Maybe because they had to lift her and put her in the box.
Oh, maybe they needed someone small. Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know.
I'm trying to logically think of why would they would do this.
It's just so weird. Well, I was watching a video. I watch these videos on YouTube that break down like movies and like how they're made, and sometimes it gets really in depth on like how they do the cinematography and how maybe it's more than one director's film and they compare. Anyway, so they did one about that. And it was about how, like, I guess the original movie was like almost like 4 or 5 hours long, and they had to cut it down. It was going to be over
Spielberg, right?
Yeah, this was like Steven Spielberg's. Like, he was allowed to go nuts. Like, he had proven himself with like I think it was Jurassic Park and Jaws and everything like that. And they were like, "Here, go nuts, fucking make whatever you want. We'll give you as much money as you want." And that was his thing. Is like, I'm going to do this movie Hook. And it was supposed to be like this massive epic, like 3 hour plus movie. I mean, it was a long movie to begin with, but it was even longer. And
good form, Peter.
Yeah,
good form.
And they had to like cut it down. And apparently, it lost money when it came out. Now over time, it's been revered as a classic.
See, I actually tried to base my life on that. I actually tried to get a stepfather who was a pirate because my dad wouldn't let me blow bubbles in my chocolate milk. Yeah. So I would take all of his watches out to the shed and break them.
Apparently there were more scenes of like, what was this, Jack fucking
Hook?
Yeah. They weren't fucking, but they
were kind of fucking.
They were
He dressed him up.
He did dress him up very strangely. But I guess it was more in line with, and it was, by the way, it was supposed to be a musical.
That would have been horrible.
Yes, that's why there was that one song with the daughter singing.
Yeah,
like there was supposed to be more songs in the movie, and they cut them all.
And like Peter hears it, doesn't he hear it?
I forget. I think so.
She's like on the ship.
Yeah, she's just singing, and everyone's like, "I want a mommy."
Yeah,
but yeah, it was supposed to be a musical all the way through.
That would have been horrible.
And it was bad. And then
because they actually did have the play at the beginning too when they were singing.
Yes. And then there was that was one of the songs. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be in there. But then that takes it to, there was another movie. I think it was called Pan. Now Steven Spielberg didn't make this, but it was supposed to be like a prequel to the Peter Pan story. It was like before Captain Hook.
Yeah.
There was, I forget who the fucking pirate
villain is.
It's like a Blackbeard or something. I don't know. But it was but that guy was played by what's Wolverine? Fucking Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
All right. Now that one was a musical. But what they did is, and I think I showed you this clip where they do the reveal of the fucking pirates. I didn't watch the whole movie, but I watched a few clips of it. And there's a song that they're singing, kind of similar how they do it when they reveal Hook in the movie Hook, where it's like this little chant or something. Then you realize that they're singing "It Smells Like Teen Spirit." Didn't I show you this? I could have sworn I showed you this. Though. No, it was terrible.
That is awesome.
And it doesn't make any sense.
That's great.
It makes no sense. I'll just show it to you afterwards.
Oh, man.
But it's god awful. I was so cringy. Because it doesn't make sense for what, like...
Good form, Peter. Good form. Oh, I still can't think of that fucking dude that lost his marbles name.
Oh, I don't know.
Louis.
It wasn't Louis.
Louis lost his marbles.
It was fucking I'm gonna look
Dots.
No.
Squiggly.
Squiggly. No. It was
Squiggly.
What was his
Squiggly.
Hold on, I'm looking him up.
It was with a Y at the end, I think.
It wasn't,
or an IE.
It was. It might have been
Willie.
Not Willie. It wasn't Willie. No, it was. God damn it.
Marbles.
Let's see. Let's see. Jack Mora.
I hated
Rufio.
Mora too.
Mora was the wife, right?
I didn't like
Peter's
Mora.
wife. Yeah, I didn't like that either. I was like, you could have done better. Get out of here.
You're Peter fucking Pan,
Yeah, I
bro.
know. You can do whatever you want. And this is what. Anyway, fucking eight.
Like he should have had that Margot chick
So, which one's that?
from Wolf of Wall Street.
What?
That
Yeah,
should've
but
been
she
his
would have
wife.
been like fucking 10.
Yeah, but she would still probably be hot. Or Kelly Kapowski. Like he should have like a fucking hot ass chick, not Mora. Like you're telling me fucking Peter Pan, who holds the fucking sword, can fly, fight, and you're telling me he only can land Mora?
His name was Toodles.
Toodles.
And the other one was
That was my next guess.
Toodles was his name. Was the old man.
And Marbles was his game.
Yep. And then there was by the way, what was the fat? Hold on. I had
Who
the
rolled
fat
down
kid.
the hill on
there was-
Wild and Crazy Kids?
There was Thudbutt.
Thudbutt.
His name is Thudbutt or Thud, but his full name is Thudbutt.
I don't think they ever say like any of their names, really.
Barely. Yeah. That's well. I think that's a part of like a lot of the shit they cut out of the film because.
Well, I think that and like the whole concept of being lost.
Well, there's that
They
too.
only have names.
Then there's Pockets. Pockets is the one who stretches his face.
Yeah.
Be like, oh,
He's-
there you are.
Oh, there you are, Peter.
Yeah.
And then he remember when Peter's like I can't believe we're talking about this much about Hook. But remember when Peter's like fucking like laying on the ground and like I mean he's like sitting but he's like all defeated and like it's before fucking Pockets pulls back his thing.
Yeah.
He's like he starts yelling. He's like, "Well, we don't know why he's here. He's looking for his kids, and he's just an old man.
Yeah.
Why would he be here?
You don't look too happy here.
He don't look too happy."
Yeah, that ain't a pan. That's an old man, grandpa man.
they're like throwing basketballs off his head and shit. That little Italian fucking lost boy. Oh
God.
man.
That was. I gotta watch this movie now.
The thing about dude, you gotta watch it when you butter up.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, that would be
that's-
pretty good.
That'd be a good. That's a good movie when you're high.
Yeah.
But on another note, today's episode is brought to us by Dave's Nipple Guards.
Oh yes.
Are
Very
your
important
nipples
stuff.
constantly hard and rubbing against the surface of your shirt? Do people constantly say, "Man, your nipples are hard as fuck"? Or do your nipples pierce the eyes of your competitors? Check out Dave's Nipple Guards. They guard your nips in every scenario imaginable. No more noticeable hard nips or people joking about your humble mountains. Check out yournipsarehardasfuckbro.com. That's yournipsarehardasfuckbro.com.
That's a pretty good catchy username.
Yeah.
Or URL.
Yeah, no.
That's good. Hey, you know what? If they're supporting the podcast, and I guess I'm supporting them. And you know what? You do gotta protect your nips.
Yeah.
It's getting cold outside. You don't want. This is not the season to be fucking around.
Yeah. Your nips can pierce people.
Yeah. You can get poke an eye out.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, dude.
Scratch a cornea. Like, what happened to your eye? I got my this dude's nipple scratched my cornea.
I wasn't wearing my nipple guard.
I gotta wear this eye patch now for a month.
I got my eye ripped out like Rey Mysterio. By the way, he's got two eyes again.
Oh, good. I was getting worried.
Yeah, he had
that,
he had a patch on for a little bit.
Oh well, I'm glad
Nah.
we were able to get through that.
He's no more Patch Ray.
Oh man.
But we also had other things to talk about today. Didn't you have something?
Oh
to
yeah.
bring up?
Well, it was something. Okay, so there was
I'll grind my gears.
it was a grind. This is a grind my gears issue. And not to be too political, but I was going through today, just kind of like looking through Facebook, Twitter,
The twit.
Instagram, like just to kind of like see like what's going on in the world because I've been unplugged. I've been unplugged for quite a few days, and I have noticed that there isn't much going on. Like everything is dominated by fucking politics. I looked up a hashtag today that was massive dumps.
Massive dumps.
Now
So,
I was hoping.
big shits.
Yes, that's what I was hoping. I was like, uh-oh, why are people talking about taking big shits? Because it's after the Thanksgiving, you got to take a big shit afterwards.
Big shit kid.
Yeah, and it's just everything has to do with Donald Trump. good, bad, whatever. Somehow ties it. And I still don't fully know what the hashtag was about,
right?
Because everybody's still desperately talking about Donald Trump, and I'm like, I was thinking about this, and I was yelling at this in the kitchen. I'm sure you heard it.
I mean, I wasn't just in the room next door with a giant window,
but I was looking at this, and I'm like, these people got to get it in now. Because there's so many people out there over the last 4 or 5 years who made it their whole online persona. Everything they do online revolves around how much they love or hate Donald Trump.
Right.
And soon enough, I mean, it's pretty much in. He's going to be gone come middle of January.
Yeah.
What are these people going to do when he's gone?
Samantha Bee and fucking Trevor Noah have to come up with some new jokes or some shit.
God. And you know what?
I hate those people.
I can't stand it. And here's the other thing. I don't even not like them because of their politics. Because fucking Jon Stewart, Daily Show Jon Stewart, or Stephen Colbert when he had his Comedy Central show, I thought were hilarious. And I didn't agree with them all the time.
Right.
Or Bill Maher. There are a lot of things I disagree with him on. But I'll watch it because it's somewhat entertaining.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite thing, but it's this stuff is like unwatchable. Ever since Trump came around, it has made comedy on television almost unwatchable. Saturday Night Live, it wasn't great, but it's gotten way worse. So I'm like, what are these people going to be able to do when he's gone? Figure out a new grift soon because the time is running out and you can't. Here's what's going to end up happening. People are talking about, because you mentioned this, like, I don't think he's going to go away. I'm like, no, Trump is going to go away.
He's not going away.
And I think
he will refuse to go away.
I think people that are deluding themselves, thinking that he's going to stay around, so they have something to do. They're going to be, these people. I'll say like a Trevor Noah or a Stephen Colbert or any of the reply guys on Twitter. Go on a Donald Trump tweet, just pick any of them, doesn't matter. And you click on it and you see all the replies. You're gonna see at least 5, 6, 10 people that reply every single time. That's all they are. The Krasenstein brothers. There's people who know.
I'm calling you out, bro.
I'm calling out the Krasensteins, and everybody knows who digs into Twitter knows about the Krasensteins. What are the Krasensteins going to do after Trump's gone? Okay, you can't keep saying the sky's falling because of fascism when the guy's gone. Or there's also the ones that love him too. There's the ones that everything he says is like, he's sending out a message, trust the plan. He's going to destroy these pedophile rings.
Trust the process, bro.
Trump's going to be gone. And you know what? What's the plan then? There's nothing. He's going to go off and he's going to play some golf and he's going to put his big head on TV now and again. And that's
He's going to be all over TV. He's going to be all over TV.
He's going to be all over TV because people are desperately going to still want to talk about him because they're going to need something.
That, and he might even fight the problem child, Jake Paul.
You know what? That would be the greatest pay-per-view. I would watch that.
Or he gets Bobby Lashley to fight him like he did against Vince.
You know what would be fantastic? Vince could have a field day once he gets out because, at that point, Trump... the politics of it's like, all right, like they do with every president. Like I remember, Bush was a Nazi. Bush was going to destroy it. Bush was going to draft you into the war. And then Bush leaves, and now he's like on Ellen, and Jimmy Kimmel. They were like, he's a cute guy. Oh, he's drawing pictures. He does paintings. He does paintings of wounded soldiers that he sent to Iraq to begin with. He's like, hey. By the way,
you
know how I sent you over to the Middle East?
Here's a painting.
And you lost your arm? I'm going to do a painting of you. Then we're going to square it up.
He's like, I'm going to paint you an arm. Here's your arm.
In this painting, you have an arm still. You still have a face.
And it's huge muscles.
Yeah. But it's like, so none of it means anything. So that's what we're going to do with Trump. They're just going to put him on there. But I think Trump will be at least more entertaining once he's out of it because then he can go with Vince.
Well, I bet.
And then they could kick off some fucking
I bet the
storylines.
Apprenticeship comes back.
Oh, I bet that show comes back.
I bet I bet he makes an appearance on WWE. Mm-hmm. I bet he's on all these talk shows like you're talking about. It's going to be fucking crazy.
It's. I don't think it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be fucking crazy.
It's going to be boring because
we're going to be like, you're playing with us, Donald.
Yeah.
There you are. He's going to be in Home Alone 7. Back in New York.
Someone said, oh my God, someone said that okay, so I don't remember exactly where, but someone said it to me online. I don't know in what forum or venue, but Home Alone came up, and they're like, "Oh, but I can't watch Home Alone 2 anymore. Donald Trump's in it." I'm like, "He's in it for 5 seconds." You're saying that 5 seconds of him telling him to go down the hall to the left or whatever, that's like, you fucking drop everything. You're like, turn this shit off. I can't watch this.
He's also in The Little Rascals.
He is in The Little Rascals. Yeah, he's the uncle. He was the kid's uncle that he keeps bragging about. Yeah. Yeah. What?
Actually, I think he's the kid's dad.
Is his
Waldo's
dad?
Yeah.
Is his dad? Something.
because he's rich.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, that, and this is not me. I'm not saying I'm for or against any of this. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that are going to be getting a Donald Trump hangover here in another month. And they're going to be like, these people that are going to, because they're going to harp on it. They're still going to harp on him as if he's like this looming threat. And it's those people are going to be the people that never left college. They're still going to the college parties at like fucking 29.
So
you know
us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what it's going to be.
Sweet.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. He's just gonna. They're all just gonna go feast on something else. It's gonna be starting like Biden or something.
I hope so. Because I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of looking at any hashtag and automatically the first thing I see is either how great or terrible Donald Trump is. I honestly just wish after this election now he could just go away. I don't care. I don't want to see his face.
That's why
anymore.
he's gonna burn down the White House and go to Australia.
He should. He should burn. He leaves by burning down the White House. Takes a plane. He steals Air Force One. He just hijacks it.
Yep.
He burns it down, flies to Australia, and like crashes it into a building and jumps out like GTA 5 style. Like he pulls like a 9/11, but he jumps out
and he punches a hooker.
Yeah, and he lands, punches a hooker, and pulls out an AK or some shit.
Takes their money
or a grenade launcher, and he just starts running around the city burning shit. And you're like, what is? And you're like, oh, see, he's not so bad after all.
He's entertaining.
Yeah, this is great.
Oh boy,
they send him into fucking the Middle East. He goes in with like a bunch of weapons, and he just starts taking.
He's like Rambo. But orange faced.
I've seen. That'd be great. Is that someone's got to make a cartoon of that or something? Like he leaves, he steals Air Force One. He's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna still try to make America great. And he goes to the Middle East, takes his suit off. I've seen the posters. I'm sure you've seen him out there. Like the picture of him, they Photoshop his head on Rambo.
Yeah.
And he's holding like that. And he's out there and he's just fucking ripped. And he's just fucking flame throwing people.
But you know what would happen? What would happen would be just like the end of Spring Breakers where he gets off the dock and they just shoot him in the head and he'd be done. He'd be like, what? That was all that we were waiting for?
Some ISIS kid?
Yeah. It was like the big climax. And you're like, wait a second, I missed it.
Nope, that's it. That's how it ends.
Luckily, he's got Nike shorts in every color.
It is true.
And he smells good because he got Calvin Klein.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
But there was I wanted to touch on that, and because I've gotten off of social media a lot. That being part of it. The other part is I watched that Social Dilemma, which I highly suggest you watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that in the next week or so, probably.
Yeah, that will make you. It'll change the way you use social media. Like obviously, we're entertainers, so we have to use it to promote, and I think that there's a useful aspect in that. But yeah, I can't get involved in it. Like I see too many people. Shout out to Swoves that are just arguing on fucking Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Instagram not so much, but especially or TikTok.
Yeah,
they're always doing replies back and forth about like, no, this is why it's terrible to be a centrist, and you're like, what? So, oh, dude, that's happening. I used to think that I'm joking, and I just made that up. No, there's people out there to be like, you think that there's good points from both Democrats and Republicans, and there's negative points? You're the real problem in America. And you're like, wait a minute. I thought that's what this is about.
Yeah.
You're supposed to find a middle ground and agree. No, you had all or nothing. That's part of. Dude, it's insane. So I've unplugged because I can't watch it. I feel like I'm getting dumber, and I'm getting mad at like watching people act like an idiot. So I started going and browsing the App Store, and I started downloading pay to win fucking freemium games. And now I'm back on that train, and I'm back on that. I'm back on that train, and I've already spent on the South Park Phone Destroyer game about $50 because I need.
Did Jimmy come up and tell you? Did Jimmy promote this to you?
No, Jimmy didn't. No, he
didn't.
It came.
All
no,
right.
well, I spent
because Jimmy will promote the Terrence and Phillip game, but he won't play it.
Oh, I remember now. All right, never mind. I thought you were talking about something else. I thought you were talking about Jimmy from Goodfellas. Never mind.
No, he would have been the last Jimmy I was talking about. It would have went Jimmy, handicapped Jimmy, then Jimmy in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, Drake Jimmy.
Then Jimmy Hunt, and
yeah. But I'm back on that. I've downloaded the South Park one. I got the Jurassic Park one, which is just like a park builder. It's the same old thing, like you
like
build
a
this
Simpsons game.
Yeah, and check in in a day, unless you pay $6 and you can build.
I don't have any room on my phone, like I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
I'm my phone. I have the iPhone 6, and I need a new phone, and I only have 16 gigs. And the new update put me right at the limit, so I can't even use some of the stuff.
See, this is there's a thing that it happens, and this is why social media is bad for me, because you telling me this earlier, there was a little bit of rage that built up into me. I'd be like, why? Why do you still have this goddamn old phone?
I thought you meant like I was on so much social media that it took everything.
But no, this is the problem of like what triggers my brain into like, because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to do it. Like I understand why it's because it costs money,
right?
But like outside of that, like I hate hate any inconvenience, minor or major. But I always want to solve it, and then like to see you use that phone and have to talk to your goddamn earbud piece because your receiver doesn't work. I'm like, what are you doing?
I can't even take pictures unless there's selfies. The camera like out that way just shakes.
I'm like,
well, I was at work and they were like, yeah, you have to scan this QR code and do like the fucking COVID test.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't because my phone, I can only take selfies. So they're like, well, try it that way. And I just couldn't check it. So they had to do it for me.
Yeah.
But the good thing about that is like people never ask to use my phone or anything like that because it's a piece of shit. You know?
That's true.
Or like it's a good excuse like at work like I can say my phone died because the battery doesn't last long.
Yeah. I mean, when you bought that, it was brand new. Was that the newest phone when it came out?
I think so.
So that would have been, you've had that like I think I've gone through like 2 phones since you've had that.
Yeah.
Because and that's like over the course of 4 years. You've had to have it for 4 years. Like that drives me crazy. That's just
so when I get like the 11 or 12 in the next couple
fact
months,
that you're not, if you're getting a new phone and you're going for the 11 and not the 12, that's just I'm not mad at you, but it's like seeing a math problem getting solved incorrectly. I'm just like, what? No, you're going about this the wrong way. You got to get if you're going to go new, just get the new one.
Well, you know, it's a little cheaper.
I get in arguments about this with my parents because they'll go and they'll be like, I was talking because I want to get the new iPhone. I'm going from Android to iPhone. I'm making the big leap.
Yeah.
But I do like an Android, so I'll keep I figure I'd get like a Pixel because it's cheaper on the side. It'll be my side piece. My good, you got to have 2 phones like Kevin Gates said.
Yep. One for the plug.
But yeah, one for the one for the load.
Load or hose or something.
Yeah, something. I don't know. He
One
kind of
for the
mumbles
plug.
it. He's like, "Come for the plug, one for the." That's how it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
He kind of like mumbled it. I'm like, "Yeah, Kevin."
He was fucking his cousin.
Was he? Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Was it a first cousin?
I think so.
That's
I
weird.
think he's like half retarded. But that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a surprise.
He's always welcome on this show.
Yeah, absolutely. Kevin Gates, if
Bring
you're out
all
there.
your phones.
Fucking bring all 16 phones you got. I don't care. If you got a fucking 12, give it to Bobby here. Get him off that 11. I don't want. You haven't even gotten it yet.
My diamond's shining because they're really diamonds.
Oh, that explains. I remember that song. I know that.
Really real. That's a good song, man. Those 2 songs. Those are the only
They're
2
not-
songs I know of him, and I like those songs.
They're not bad songs as far as like the sound, but you listen to the lyrics and you're like, this is fucking dumb.
That's fucking sweet though. Oh
But
man.
but I get in arguments with my parent because they're like, they're like, well, I don't understand why you're going to spend them. And it's like, okay, if I couldn't afford the newest phone,
Right.
then I would definitely like make a concession to it. But like my parents can afford a newer phone.
I mean, I could probably afford a newer phone.
We're talking, the difference is a couple $100 really.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like I would rather spend the extra money to get the best than to kind of like, because it always bites me in the ass when I go and try to like penny pinch and be like, well, I'll get like the, middle of the road thing. And
well, regardless, if whatever I get, I won't get another one until like the 17 comes out.
I know. So that's why I'm saying, like, get the, if you're going to do it now, get the best. Because I don't want you fucking 4 years from now not being able to talk into your receiver.
It's a good excuse not to talk to anyone. I have to be on Bluetooth or have to have
I watch you scramble to find the fucking heads for your earbuds. So when you got a phone call coming in.
Everyone knows I'll call them back when I find my earbuds.
Yeah. What were you doing, sleeping? No, I
had to find my earbuds.
The earbuds were in the couch. I
couldn't put you on speaker. Anyway, I can still text.
Yeah, the texting is good. I'll give you that.
And I can go on the internet. That's all I really need.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know.
I got my emoticons. Not all of them, like, because I can't update my phone.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough space.
Yeah. No.
So, like, people will send me emojis that I don't have because they're part of the new. And it's just a square with a question mark. And I'm like, I always tell them I don't know what that emoji is. And they have to like either send a new one or tell me.
Jesus.
It's fucking awesome, bro. No. I'm like the Colin Cates of cell phones. He used to have like a flip phone forever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get that. I'm even tempted to get 3 phones and get fucking have an Android, have the iPhone.
And a flip?
And then, they don't make really flips anymore, but you can get well, they do, but it's hard. But they got one called, I think it's called like a light phone, where all you can do is calls and texts. It looks like it's like half the size of this phone I've got now. It's like, because I got a Note 9 for the listener. So take like half of a Note 9, whatever that size is. And
so a 4.5 9.
Yeah.
Or a 4.5 Note.
Yeah, 6.949, something like that.
4.5 9 Note.
Yeah. So you get one of those, and you just get to call, text, and then maybe like a calculator, and that's it.
Dick pics.
I don't know. There's no camera.
Damn.
You can't do camera. Like it's simple. So I would like that, and because I looked it up, I could do call forwarding because there'll be separate phone numbers, but I can get it all.
I just want a rotary phone.
A rotary phone would be nice. I would like that.
Or a pay phone.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
That you could 1-800 collect people.
Get like a phone booth payphone, so you can like you gotta like close the door. Behind you. Like
and then you can turn into Superman.
Why did he do that? Like,
where else would you change?
Yeah, but there's windows on the phone booth.
Yeah, but,
so people could just see in and be like, "Why is this man stripping?" Oh, it's Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, that Clark Kent was Superman. Like, it's not a very good secret. Like, Batman had a way better way to keep.
Where did Clark Kent go? He went in that photo booth and he came out Superman.
Yeah.
Where did Clark go?
Yeah, he must be still in there.
Yeah.
Let's just see if maybe he's on a long call.
Yeah. Maybe he's taking a shit
in the phone booth.
Yeah.
He's just. You think like the homeless people are shitting in it? No, it's Clark Kent. He likes to take shits in it
while Superman's doing his shit.
He takes like a glowing green shit. Like that's what happens during the transformation period. And people are like, "We got this kryptonite shit." That's what he does. He takes in all the kryptonite and he shits it out because his body can't handle it.
So, one steaming pile of kryptonite.
Yeah, then there's like some low level criminal finds it, collects it, and he's like, then he builds like a kryptonite mech that he's able to fight him in. His shit mech. It's like a Superman versus the shit mech, and it's like just some homeless criminal, but he's always a mastermind.
Episode 37.
Yeah, like he defeats Lex Luthor, and he fucking like the mech takes over. Shit mech. I should write a comic book. This would be good.
It wouldn't be good. No one would read this shit.
Superman versus the shit mech. They would read all of the shit. It'd be green glowing shit. You could mold it. Dude, think about this. He can mold the kryptonite shit into whatever he wants. Because it's malleable. It's like a Play-Doh. So you can make like a mech, or you can make like a fucking aircraft. They could fly in. He could do anything. Maybe he bonds it with his DNA.
No. No.
No?
No.
You don't want Kryptonite Shit Man?
No.
Versus Superman?
That's his name. Kryptonite Shit Man.
Something like that, yeah.
Kryptonite Shit Man versus Superman this Sunday night.
That'll be intense. I would read that. It'll be a great arc.
I don't think so.
I think they should start doing that. I think fucking instead of the the gender neutral superheroes that they're pumping out, that's what they need to go with. Shit mechs and shit, yeah. Kryptonite Shit Man.
Kryptonite Shit Man. Oh God. You're finally doing it, Peter.
See, I'm one step closer. The imagination's still functioning. It's still functioning.
Good form, Peter. Good form.
But no, I think this is a good.
Well, I think it kind of wraps it up.
Yeah, I think we're getting close. We're hitting a goal of what was it, 35?
35 before the new year.
So that means there's more than 1 week. Now we're sitting on 2, including this one right now.
So someone will be episode 2930.
I thought it was 2830. Or it was Horseface.
28's Horseface.
Okay.
So 2930.
Okay.
We got 5 more to go.
Is this episode 30?
Yeah.
Oh, this is like a milestone.
Sort of. It depends on which one comes out first.
You know what? Actually, this one should probably come out first. So
Yeah.
this one would probably be 29, and then the other one will be 30.
Joe's apartment will be 30.
The Joe's apartment one, I think, would make more sense because we talk about Tyson.
Yeah.
So this is a post production meeting that you guys are listening to right now.
You get insider info.
Yeah, this
it's like
is
TMZ.
Yeah.
We're just sitting here spitballing.
Yeah. So yeah, because definitely the Joe's apartment. I mean, it's a little chaotic, but there's some stories there,
Yeah.
and some truth bombs were dropped that nobody was aware of.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one you want to listen to.
And then we got some holiday shit coming up.
Holiday, yes. I got to do the. I got some new merch coming out. I gotta get some of that posted tomorrow.
Check us out
tomorrow
on Twitter and all that bullshit. All the
Yes.
social media that we just bugged about.
Yes, Twitch go every Mondays at 6 p.m.
Eastern time.
Yep,
And I think that's a wrap.
that is a wrap.
So until next time, what you gonna do, brother? When the 64-bit legends run wild on you.